and very down-to-earth guy. He's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I mean, we all love him, everybody here.
Yeah.
Because he's so he's not out there. He's just, you wouldn't know who owned the place if you walked in and was talking to everybody, you know. He's just, you know.
Right. So Brent, we're here at the anti-aging bed store location. We've got a lot of technology products here. I'm seeing a lot of people today. I'm hearing a lot of great stories. We were talking about you earlier, and then you just happened to appear. So I greatly appreciate you taking the time to just kind of share with us, you know, what your experience was. And so can you kind of just let us know, like, what condition your health was in, and we'll just start with that, and we'll kind of go through that story?
Yes, I was 45 years old, and I pulled up in my driveway one day, and we just built a new home, and I went to lift my arm up off the window to hit the button to get the window up, and I couldn't get my arm to move. So I thought, man, I've heard of motion disorder, movement disorders, but I didn't have any idea what it was. So I went to my doctor, general practitioner, and he says, well, you got a brain tumor or you have Parkinson's. So I went to another neurologist, Dr. Sutherland in Sarasota. He says, you have Parkinson's. I went to another one, he says, you have Parkinson's. And that was, so Parkinson's is what I started medicating for, taking dopamine, which shuts down I can't pass food, I can't eat, I can't do nothing. It slows everything down. So I have to go have Eclonics, which is a voluntarily removal of extra matter, and so yeah, I just got used to. I didn't know I've been misdiagnosed for 20 years. I didn't, and my functions were. I mean, I could get stuck in this room trying to pull my foot up off the floor, make extra efforts, and fall down. I fall regularly, she'll tell you, and now it's getting better, and she knows how hard it is. I mean, it's hard on your body when you start crashing and landing on things. And I don't live at home. I live by myself in an apartment in my barn. My wife lives, and so it sort of runs down the family line a little bit. And then I run into a little bit with delusions and stuff like that. And then all this stuff started compounding. I started seeing doctors after doctors, and nobody had ever done a blood screen for Lymes. Nobody had done one. And so I thought, well, if Lymes mimics other diseases, why would they not do a check on it? And so I started, Tina started researching and listening to variations about, waves and the movement and the vibrations and everything that goes along. I said, you know, that all makes sense. They had a molecule up there on TV that was vibrating, a molecule of water, and you could see it physically blowing up and vibrating. It was really good.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt.
No problem. Because the whole thing started off with you first.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I just had to grab something in the back, but yeah, I'm sorry to break into your interview. I didn't know.
Dude, it's all good. It's all good. This is actually perfect. Because it started off with you first. He was talking about you and what it's meant for him to have access to be able to get in here to get this technology. And it's really, it's really a result of your hard work, John, that you've put this together, that these people are seeing these types of experiences.
This has been miraculous. I am still dumbfounded. I don't know what to say. Everyone when I see him walk now, I'm like, I don't even know what to do. It's been a huge blessing that he's walking, and
It's been a great blessing.
So he got in here. Now he's kind of told us, like, led up to the story that initially they thought it was Parkinson's, and he later started figuring out that it might have actually been Lyme disease or something that he had.
He came up.
Well, he told me he had Parkinson's, so I was like, well, let me try Lyme. I've been doing this a long time.
Yep. So.
And it was it.
Yep. So
he came in and said, change the rules. it's Lymes. And I said, oh crap, I got nothing to deal with.
Yeah, the next guy we're gonna get is Michael J. Fox over here, right?
Exactly.
Get him over here, let's see what I got.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So can you summarize then the experience that you had? Like you found anti-aging bed, you got here to the location,
Yes.
and
My wife came here. They were closed and moved, and she came back and she found them, and she's been persistent as can be. But she's going to catch up with John, Mr. Baxter here, and she just knew she could get help here. She was the first person to leave and be awoke in our family because I was so busy doing work and running business, and I had a large business at one time, and 150 employees to keep track of, and it's so simple. I come from a real Christian background. My parents were both Pentecostal ministers. They wouldn't believe in the vibrations of anything if you told them, but they have the belief system that is real overboard.
So you come in and like John, and you had a very hard time walking. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yes, sir.
like when you say hard walking, like where was he at, John? Do you remember?
So he could stand, but usually when he walked, you have to lean into it,
Yeah.
and then grab something.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, it was some time of hopping and stuff like that, shuffling, hopping,
Yeah.
and then this. Just walking somewhere or anything,
Well, it's laborious as heck and
you
dangerous. And
you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
In the worst case scenario, you're thinking is the worst case scenario is he falls down and it's
Yeah.
going to be really hurt.
Right.
The basic premise going back to is his wife. Basically, she's another caretaker of his for many years.
Mhm.
She had saw us on the internet, one of our social networks.
Yeah.
She was told that she's crazy.
Her parents told her that.
Yeah.
I said, well,
Not to come see us. You're gonna lose
Save
your
your
mind.
mind.
She
Save
fought the people close to her to even come here.
Right.
And then within 4 hours, I was, this is what you hope to happen. And
Right.
even halfway through, I was,
yeah.
we did intention. We did the oils on the chest.
Yeah.
We did the prayer. We used the technologies.
So what technologies did you started with the oils? Did you do the paddles? Like what was
We did the trauma released over the chest,
Okay.
which
Yep.
was huge.
Yeah.
with the gun?
The little bit of the hands and guns.
Gotcha.
the
Okay. Yep.
oils,
Yep.
and, from there, we put them on a couple different machines, massage chairs,
Mm-hmm.
and then we did a 3 or 4 hour session with the Tesla plasma.
Tesla plasma. Mm-hmm. So did you ran multiple frequency codes for that? Or I know there's
we mainly ran after the different Lymes disease.
Yeah, 'cause there's
three
three or-
different Lyme
yeah,
disease.
3 different frequency codes.
And even though he had Parkinson's, I looked at him and I thought, I don't want to burn a lot of my time either, right? I want to make sure I can give him the quickest access. I just said, nope, we're going to run with Lyme. We're going to do 3 sessions, 3 different frequencies. And then before you know it, I saw him get up and he was leaned back like this. So I was like, but he's balanced. But this is an unbalanced position. He was unbalanced when he got up. I was like, hopefully. Then he got up and then he started walking toward the vibration plate. And I was like, everyone's like, is this really happening? And then we used the vibration plate machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
That knocked some stuff around. Then he went to the restroom like he's been doing this his whole life. And then he's doing kicks in the air with one leg. And then he did one of these, one-legged, everything on one leg stance. And I was just like, okay, something's not right here. And then he ran down the hallway,
Sprinted.
which I was like, no, please, the worst case scenario, he's going to just smash his head. No, he stopped like on a dime. So then I'm thinking, no, all bets are off. All bets are off at this point. And then, he came back a couple of days later and he was still walking like normal.
Yeah.
So when you got done with that and you hadn't been able to do that in so long, was it just you just going, I can do this again and I want to run and I want to feel what that feels like? Like,
Yes.
Did that just get you so excited that you couldn't
did.
control yourself?
Yeah, it was exciting in one aspect as I'm 65 years old, and I have grandchildren that are 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, and I missed a lot of time with them. So my biggest concern is not my health as much, but as how much I can help my grandchildren while I'm here. You know what I mean? I took two of them from their parents when they were little.
Mm-hmm.
I took one when they're 6 months old, and my grandson raised him till he was 16. And my granddaughter, she just stayed with me till she was 17. She was a year and a half old. And they're wonderful. They've been my whole reason for being. And Tina was right. She says, she used to ridicule me. That's not right, but she was right. You don't have Parkinson's. You gotta throw yourself all around here, and she faked like she was throwing herself around the walls and stuff like that. And I said, hey, I don't do this on purpose. This isn't something I really want to do, you know? So, you know, please don't think that. So it's been a wonderful, wonderful run, and I have a lot of customers that come in my office. I haven't been in there in a year and a half. I'm gonna start going in and see some of my old customers again and living life a little bit. And I'm gonna go through, Tina's giving me the bed, blankets, and everything, so I can stay on top of everything. I'm gonna try and run through with, you know, express knowledge from Mr. Braxton here, what I need to do next, and stay on top of it, and try to get myself feeling as good as possible. And that's what I want. And I'll take the best I can get, and that looks like it's gonna be a pretty good deal. So
yeah, we're gonna, you know, just to keep improving. It's a ramp going up. We're just gonna keep improving.
Well, see, my body won't. The dopamine is keeps me bound up, and the dopamine won't let me have bowel movements, and so everything backs up and it gets harder and compacted and stuff like that. So that's probably
one of the next things we gotta focus on.
Yeah, we'll focus on, because it affects so many other things like the small intestines.
Yeah, we might have to go on a magnesium regimen.
Yeah, some kind of magnesium.
Just to clean it out.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's what I want to know. I'll follow whatever y'all dictate, because y'all are the ones that know that. And I know my thing, y'all know your thing, and yours is far more valuable than mine. So.
You know, this is such a great story. John, it was actually perfect for you to come in, because we're talking about this, and you had talked to me earlier and said, we had a guy in here, whenever it was a while back, that came in, could barely walk, and started running out. And it's like the way
he showed up.
Exactly. And then there he is, like 15 minutes later in person, to really tell the story. But
and you know, his financial means, he could use anything, basically. He's tried everything essentially, and one of the things is that, you know, we do all this for free.
Right.
We went all the way out. We do this for free. You know, our whole My Pain to Purpose story is just very similar to all the people that had issues. So we pulled this technology together to showcase what can be done.
It's amazing.
With, you know, with a guy without a white jacket, because I'm not a doctor. People
Right.
are like, all the doctors are hitting me up, but I'm not a doctor. I'm just an inventor, kind of. You know,
You keep inventing. We'll let the doctors screw it up. Just keep on inventing.
That is amazing. Well, Brent, thank you so much, sir, for sharing that story with us today. And John, thanks for being here to kind of, you know, just give us that whole overview, because you're seeing this happen in real time. And like, you know, this technology, and even like this location here, is like, from the last time I was here, it's just absolutely going off the charts right now. The word's getting out, and people like this are seeing these types of experiences happen for them. And regardless of the internet, just the word of mouth, you know, with people saying, hey, you know.
Just your family members. I got enough. I can spend a fortune just taking care of family members, you know what I mean, that don't have the means or the knowledge, but are willing to try, you know, and that's the whole thing, is be able to try and help.
Right.
Yeah, I told Julie here, I said, she's got anxiety. We both do. I go in the store. If I can't get to the door before the other guy does, I get anxiety. I freeze up. He gets to the door before me, and he's holding it for me. And then I think I started getting really anxious because now it slows me down because I can't get the door open. He's holding it for me. I go, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And then I try to get out the door again. It was on the way down here. And it's just certain circumstances that I want to respond to in a normal way that I can't yet. You know what I mean? So, but I'm patient.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
Rome
like I
wasn't
said,
built in a day.
That's
You know?
right, they're union. That's right.
That's nice.
So,
Well, hey, I greatly appreciate you taking the time right now to share that with us. Thank you so much, and I'll look forward to seeing you again here
yes,
in the
sir.
very near future.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
You bet.
Bye-bye.